That was much needed. Hey guys, Zect here and welcome to my new video. Today we will do something slightly different, I would say. We will talk about controllers. But not only one controller, we will actually talk a bit about a few controllers. So this is also just Xbox only, so sorry for the PS players. I went through quite a lot of controllers in my BDO career and we will take a look at a few of them today. So yeah, there will be a few of them to present, and we will go through everything, through my experiences and what controllers I ended up like the most. So, we will go over these 7 controllers today. This is actually not all the controllers I used in the 3 years I played BDO. I think it was 11 in total, so most of them don't work anymore. Like the RB button for most of them is broken, and if you may ask why that is, I played Musa for the majority of the time, and over half of my controllers, so I guess like 7 or 8, they got destroyed when I played Musa. And that was simply for pretty much one reason. Crosscut, 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 crosscut. D-byte, 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 D-byte. Forward blind thrust, forward blind thrust, forward blind thrust, forward blind thrust. Below the belt, below the belt, below the belt. Crosscut, 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 crosscut. So, as you can see, Musa uses a lot of RB, and normally people probably would suggest when you play Musa, it's the chase, it's the RT button, or the RT button that breaks, but it's actually for me always the RB button. So I tested out a lot of controllers in those years. Not all are like original Xbox. There's also a few with SCUF, so like third-party companies. And I will not do any adverts today. This is just like a review, kind of. But yeah. So I think we will put those away, and we will start with the normal Xbox controllers. So those two are pretty much the OG controllers. This is my first controller ever from the old Xbox One S. Until this day, this is the only controller that made it. Like, this is still working, this is still functional. This is the oldest and first controller I've ever had. This is kind of my backup controller, so when I buy a new one and it breaks again and I need to get another one, this is the one I go back to. But however, I don't know what it is or why this RB button does still work, but I don't know what it is, man. Like this controller, so if you want to get something durable, I don't know why, just get the old one. You'll be surprised. This is actually the second old one I got, and those, the other one I had, it also broke, but it definitely held out the longest. So all those controllers mostly held about a few months only. And yeah, this is the new Xbox Series X controller, so the default one. I actually like that a lot from the design, the new design. It was a bit, yeah, it felt a bit different. It was fine, it was not too crazy, but I like this actually a lot too. So, not much to say about the normal controllers, I think most people know that. But let's go to the more advanced ones. So, we have 2 Elites and the Elite 1. So actually I had 3 Elite 2 controllers, but so I think this was my first one with this one, and for the second one I used this this thumb thingy here. So I sent it in and they repaired it, and I got it back and it broke after a few weeks. So yeah, it's also RB is broken here, RB is broken here as well. So pretty much I went through 3 Elite controllers so far, Elite 2. The Elite 2, I liked it a lot. I like the pedals more than from the Elite 1. This is the Elite 1. This is actually the controller I just got recently. I never used the Elite 1 before, but I heard actually it's better than the Elite 2. And from my experience so far when it comes to those Elite controllers, I like the first one more, like a lot actually, a lot more. I think it feels way nicer. I don't have the pedals attached yet because actually I used the pedals from the Elite 2 on the Elite 1. You can actually do that. You can just plug them off here and then plug them on the on the Elite One because I like those pedals more. But overall, I would actually say the Elite One. I think it's nicer. I don't know how durable this is yet. I just have it for a few weeks. I think I'll keep you guys updated in case it breaks again. But yeah, so for the Elite controllers, if you want to get one, I actually would recommend the first. The second one, it's not only me with the RB, right? I hear a lot of people complaining about the second one. I mean, you can send them and you get a new one, but you know how it works. It will take weeks, sometimes even months, and then eventually get a new one, but you have to wait for so long, and it's really expensive. This one, like when I first bought it, I think it was 150 bucks, something like that. And yeah, so I don't know. I would get the first one. You don't have any crazy advantages with the second one. If you like the Elite 2 and it works for you, it doesn't break, obviously that's fine. It's a great controller. The first time I actually played with this, I was super pissed actually, because I liked the controller a lot. It felt great. It was a nice feedback, like also that you had like 3 stops for your triggers. It was really nice. And then it broke so fast, and I was like, Microsoft, you did like such a nice controller, but the components that are like the buttons and the bumpers, it seems like they're all the same through all the controllers, because it all breaks after a few months for me. So no matter what controller, so I guess it's just the same parts, and everything else that's super fancy is cool and stuff, but when the basic stuff breaks, I was really disappointed with that. So for the Elite controllers, I like the Elite 1 so far the most instead of the Elite 2. So we will go to our first SCUF controller. This one is the Fusion Power A, I think it's called. It has a unique design, as you can see here, like the RB, LB, and LT and RT, sorry, are a bit different. It feels definitely nice. Like, it feels different but nice because it's way more unified here. It's like there's no yeah, it's not going up and down here at the sides, and I like this controller a lot too. However, what I didn't like about this one was the pedals. As you can see, they're really big, and I don't know if you can, but they're really like they're not really, yeah, they come off easy. It's nice to press because they are so big, but it feels a bit cheap in your hands because it's not I think it's plastic. I'm actually not too sure, but the Elite controllers from Xbox, when it comes to pedals, are definitely way more comfortable. I mean, you can just unfit this like this, and then you just I think you have a case for that. You also have the trigger stops, so you can like make your triggers more sensitive, what's really nice. However, with this controller, I had a different issue. Believe it or not, I don't know if you can still see that, but here at the sides, I actually had tape over this one and this one, because after a few weeks with playing with that controller, I developed like an allergic reaction in my hands, in those two, so exactly where you attach here. And I didn't even know that you can actually be allergic to plastic, but it is a thing. So I was super surprised. I don't know what they used to make those shells, but I developed an allergic reaction to it. It was crazy. So I taped this off. However, you also can unplug this. This is also nice. There's like magnets, and I think they have different like colors and stuff for that, right? So you can just attach it, detach it, and put it back. This is really cool. I like it. If you want to like have a different design on your controller, or if you just want to clean it or something else, it's really cool. So overall, it's a decent controller. I think that was about 80 bucks when I bought it. I'm not too sure anymore. Maybe 90. I'm not too sure anymore. It's probably cheaper now. I will try to find links for those controllers, so just check the description box. I will post there something about those controllers if you want to get them. But decent controller overall, but as well here, like after 3-4 months, RB doesn't work anymore, so I can't, like if you press it, I mean it works, but you have to like press it super hard. It's not sustainable for me anymore, so yeah, sadly another controller gone. So the last SCUF controller we have today is also one of my favorites. It's the Razer Wolverine Ultimate, or Razer Ultimate Wolverine. I don't know which order, but from all the scuffed and wired controllers, this one was my absolute favorite. For a few reasons. So first off, it feels nice in your hand. It's a bit more, it's a bit like it feels a bit harder. It's not like super slim. It's also a bit bigger than the others. But like the buttons are mechanic. You can actually feel that. They're really nice to press. Yeah, the same issue here. This one actually holds the longest, I think half a year. RB broke, so yeah, I can't use it anymore, sadly. But what I liked about this one the most were the pedals, and especially those two pedals over here. Like, you have 4 pedals here, like they're like in the middle, so you can comfortably press them like this. I really like this because it was like a lot more stable than over here, but I really like this to press them over here. But the pedals I like the most were those two, because like for fast classes, when I play Hashashin, for example, I had block jump here, for example, and I think on Musa it was the stubber or something, like the quick shot, and some other things. Like, but those pedals are super comfortable to press, and this was actually something new, and I really enjoyed this. This was what I liked about this controller by far the most. Also, this one is a bit cool when it glows over here. You can like adjust the colors and stuff. Like it has an own app for the Xbox, so you can map all your things. It has like a little bar over here for microphone and stuff. I mean, it's not necessary. I don't need stuff like this in a controller, but it's nice to have, right? But yeah, really nice controller. I was really sad when this one broke. But yeah, so this was pretty much all the controllers so far, like different wise, from the ones I like the most. So well, let me quickly turn this one off, actually. I don't know why it's on. So from all the controllers I use I use the Elite 1 now, and so far the Elite 1 and the normal one are actually my favorites. It's just because it's simple, it's slim, like the normal one. It does its job. There's not any fancy things to it. If you want to play with pedals, obviously you have to get something else. But it was the most durable so far, and this is pretty much right now for me the biggest thing. Like, when I buy a controller, I need one that does not break. I haven't found any controllers yet that does not break. It's crazy. I don't know what I do wrong with them. I have no idea. But like I said, I went through 11 controllers in 3 years. That's a lot, I think. I mean, BDO is not the casual kind of play game, but I think it's still crazy. I don't know. It's always the RB. I don't know what I do wrong with them. But so Elite 1, can really recommend this. I don't know if you can still buy it. I got it from a friend that didn't really use it. So yeah, Razer Wolverine, insanely cool controller. If you want to have pedals, if you want to have 6 pedals, like, it's really good. It also has the trigger stops, by the way, if you want to have more sensitive triggers. And it's really unique ones, and the Power A, pretty much a normal. I didn't felt too much. It didn't felt too different from like a normal controller, and I didn't really attach the pedals because I really didn't like them. But yeah, for Elite 2, I don't know. I would definitely not buy that. Obviously, there will be some people out there that absolutely hype this controller and it works for you. That's absolutely fine. Congrats, man. You are super lucky. But this one is like, I had 3 of those. 3. They all broke within like a half a year. That's not good. For them, it was also not only the RB, for I think 2, also the A button didn't work probably. So yeah, that was not really great. But for the end, I can just say, when it comes to controllers, you will not be. Some people actually ask me that when I sometimes tell on stream I have new controllers. You will not get a better player if you have like crazy controllers. You can. I mostly use the oldest one, the pretty much OG, and it's absolutely fine. Like, pedals can help. When you have like pedals, they can help. When you have, I don't know, like for example, I know like a few strikers, they like it for grabs. And for Shashin, like I said, I used this one for block jump. That was really cool. But we are talking about split seconds here. So you don't need a crazy controller to be efficient and good at the game. Training in awareness and general PvP training and just doing PvP is still way more important. But yeah, guys, if you want to see more videos like that in the future, where I don't know, go over stuff in real life more, definitely comment this in the comment section below. I will also post a few more videos about real life stuff that's going on at the moment. I visited a few PA events. I still want to make a video about my Los Angeles trip to Pearl Abyss office. And we had recent, like I think 2 weeks already ago, we had the Gamescom community event from Pearl Abyss here in Germany. So I have a lot of videos there as well. So with that being said, guys, post in the comment section what controller you prefer the most. If you have a controller, if you know a controller that does not break and has the craziest components, even if it's super expensive, please post it in the description box. I will buy it because I need it. I think I spent more money in controllers overall than on BDO in 3 years. Like, literally. I spent crazy amounts of money in controllers. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching and we see us next time.